The Italian America show is sponsored by Full Sponsorship, Cento Fine Foods, trust your family with our family. The Bianchi Law Group, a team of former prosecutors who handle criminal matters, domestic violence, and municipal court throughout the state of New Jersey. Dr. K, the management professor and author of Rockstar Manager, From Theory to Practice. The authors of the #1 international best-selling cookbook, Don't Cut the Basil, 5 Generations of Authentic Italian Recipes. Dr. Mark D'Annunzio, National 4th Vice President, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The Grand Lodge of New York. The Grand Lodge of Delaware. The Grand Lodge of Ohio. The Grand Lodge of Virginia. The Grand Lodge of Rhode Island. The Grand Lodge of Maryland. The Grand Lodge of the Northwest, representing Oregon and Washington. Long Shot Productions, get back in the game. ACMT, Excellence in Aerospace Manufacturing. And by Silver Spring Capital. Silver Spring Capital Wealth Management is a proud and longtime supporter of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. Welcome to the Italian America show. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. Joining me here is National President of Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, Bob Bianchi. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Lisa, how's it going?
It's going great. And today we are with an absolute legend in every sense of the word, the teen idol of the world, Frankie Avalon.
Hi, Lisa Marie.
How are you?
I am good. How are you, Bob?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for showing up. It's a great, we are the largest and oldest Italian American organization, Frankie, but having a star like you is really means a lot to us. So thank you so much.
Well, I'm honored, #1, because I'm Italian with the Italian Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. I am so proud to be on a show with you guys.
Before we went on the show, I had a chance to watch you on The Honeymooners, and you were telling us you actually went and played the trumpet, but you were telling us the story about how you were on the Jackie Gleason show as your first appearance. Can you tell us a little bit about what the age was, and tell us a little bit about that experience, because they actually introduced you by your name.
Yeah, it is quite a story. You know, I love the horn. I had such a passion for it. I practiced for hours a day. And in my neighborhood, a tremendous amount of singers have come from South Philadelphia. Buddy Greco, Fabian, Bobby Rydell, Mario Lanza, they're all from my neighborhood. We all lived within a 10-block area. And what had happened was there was a star in about 1950-51, was from the neighborhood. And he was a great, great singer. His name was Al Martino. Now, I don't know if you remember that name. He had the #1 record called Here in My Heart around the world. And in my neighborhood, they were so proud of Al Martino that they were giving him a party in the neighborhood. We lived in a little street with row houses, and I had heard that they were going to give this party to Al Martino. Well, I packed up my horn and I squeezed my way through the crowd in the neighborhood, and I knocked on the door, and the fella came out. His name was Silvio, and he said, "Yeah, what do you want, kid?" And I said, "Well, I'd like to play my trumpet for Al Martino." And he said, "What's your name?" I said, "My name is Frank Avalon." He said, "Come on in." Now they were partying. They were having a party. I took out my horn and I played good. Well, it was like in a movie. The whole party stopped, and they stopped and applauded me. And Al Martino said to this fellow who owned the house, Silvio, "Who is this kid?" He said, "I don't know. He's from the neighborhood." He said, "Find out who his mom and dad is. This kid is so good. I want to take him to New York to my agency and have him audition." So they talked to Silvio talked to my mother and father, They knew him from the neighborhood, and we got in the car, and Al Martino was living in New York, and we made this a certain date. I went to his agency at the time. It was called General Artists Corporation. And I went into one of the top agents with Al Martino, and he said, he's from where I'm from in Philadelphia. He said, Frankie, can you play for this? Jack Sobel was the agent's name. I'll never forget. I took out my horn and I played, and he said, wow, this kid's incredible. He said, we have a contract with Jackie Gleason. We represent him. He's right across the street. He's got a penthouse at the Sheraton Hotel. Let's take him over right now. I packed up my horn. We went to the Sheraton Hotel. The producer was there. The director was there. The writers were there. Jackie wasn't there. That was visible to me. So I took out the horn and I started to play. Then I looked up in my eyes like this, and I saw in the penthouse, I saw the great one, Jackie Gleason, listen to me play. And after I played this song, he stopped, they applauded, and he said to his writers, director, producer, write a show. I want this kid on in 2 weeks. So that's how I got on.
Wow, that is really extraordinary. I mean,
now let me go on, because what had happened, they had gotten so much fan mail about me that the producers and directors says, does he do anything else? So Silvio, who was representing me at the time from the neighborhood, said, yeah, he tap dances. Well, I never tap danced in my life, but I'll tell you what, I learned. And I learned real fast. There was a hoofer in the neighborhood. Mike was his name, Italian guy, and he started teaching me how to hoof. So when I went on the Honeymooners, which was the second one, if you see the whole segment there, not only do I play this song called Blue Skies, but I also hoofed to it. So that was another element of my start of my career.
Yeah, we'll get into if anybody is interested to go to Frankie's website, and you'll actually see the clip. We'll talk about how to get to that later on. But Frankie, I also want to address something that we talked about before we went on the show, and I asked you whether you were nervous, and you had a very interesting perspective, if you wouldn't mind, because for people that perform, or myself, like a trial lawyer, there's a difference between being nervous and being, having excitement.
You understand, because like you said, we talked before you were a trial attorney. So, and I said to you, you only get nervous when you don't know what you're doing. Well, when I put that horn, that mouthpiece on my lips here, I knew exactly what I was doing. I wasn't nervous at all. So I think nervousness comes when you don't know what you're doing. But there is anticipation. You're excited. You're waiting for your time to go on. But as soon as you get there and you're on, and you know what you're doing.
Right, Lisa, we know that, right?
We know that. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's definitely that difference. So we learned about your big break, which is such an interesting story. I mean, the Honeymooners and Jackie Gleason to this day is so revered. In our area, New York, New Jersey, Bob, that's the tradition, right? Watch the Honeymooners on New Year's Day.
Absolutely.
And,
this is the new guy. This is Casey. This is Casey. He just came into the family not too long ago. And he's got his buddy here, Sonny Boy. That's my nickname. My mother used to call me when I was a kid growing up. Sonny Boy, come here. Well, no, he's a little, maybe he's nervous. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's why.
What's the secret to my famous margarita pizza? Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, and cento.
People ask my wife, what's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and cento. Grandma passed on 2 family secrets. Saute, don't fry,
and always cook with cento.
It's no secret that the best tasting dishes use cento, San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy, with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento, trust your family with our family.
It's an immense honor to be here.
I just think that this gala is such a great opportunity for kids all around the country.
And this means so much to me on an even deeper level.
You're helping a lot of young kids.
Hoorah! Thank you for this Lifetime Achievement Award.
I thank you very much, and I'm very honored.
May God bless you all.
Thank you for thinking I'm worthy of this.
We can sing in the glow of a song that I know of, where love is in joy, peace of mind.
The Commission for Social Justice, CSJ, is the anti-defamation and positive image arm of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The CSJ conducts campaigns at both community and national levels that support cultural and social issues of importance to Italian Americans, including the preservation of Columbus Day and his legacy. For more information on the CSJ or to donate, contact us today.
So we talked about your big break, but you have a career that has sustained decades upon decades. How did you turn that big break into such a sustainable career in all facets, stage and Hollywood and Billboard?
You know, the good Lord has been great to me. I've been very lucky, but very attentive. And whenever I attempted to do something, I did it from my heart and with a lot of practice, and tried to learn a craft, whether it be an actor, which I did. I've done, I don't know, over 40 motion pictures. Had my own television show, CBS. I've made hits of records around the world, concerts. I mean, I just can't believe that I've been doing this. Forget the trumpet days when I was 11 years old. But as a singer that became well known around the world, it started in 1957. So it's what, 62, 63 years that I've had a career and still do, and still go out there and still go and perform. And I did a film about a year and a half ago called Papa with Anne Margaret and Paul Sorvino, who just passed. So, you know, I still do television. I just did Dancing with the Stars this year. I sang Grease, you know, when I did the beauty school dropout. You know, it's wonderful. And raised a family of 8 children. So with my wife, my only wife. And I've been gifted. I really have.
But
you know,
yeah, Bob, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Lisa, we've known each other a long time, and we're both Jersey folks. You probably don't know, Lisa. I probably never told you the first date I ever had was to take a young lady to see the movie Grease. Oh. It was such an iconic film. And Frankie, your career has spanned both dramatic roles and roles like Grease. And you talked about your family and your wife that you have and stayed with. One thing that Lisa and myself were talking was such great success and notoriety. Something that interested us about you as a person is that you seem to stay out of the fray of any negativity, bad publicity. You've led a very good, clean, decent life.
Yeah,
talk to us about that.
You know, Bob, Lisa, it all stems back to your upbringing. I come from a wonderful Italian family with my mom and dad. They come from families of 9 and 8, and I had mentioned the 8 children. But, you know, I think upbringing, and I try to instill that in my family with my sons and my daughters and my grandchildren. You know, it was the simplicity of it. You respect your elders, you don't talk back, and you understand what life is all about, and you have a heart for other people. I think I followed that pretty much in my career. And it's helped me tremendously, and my family too. We're very tight knit. All my kids, my 8 children, and my grandchildren live around us. We about 10 miles from where I live here. So we're very close knit.
Talk to us about that Italian upbringing. Are you familiar with where your ancestors came from?
Yes, I am. I've been to Italy many, many times. I must say, it is my favorite place in the entire world. It's funny. I have my dad's mother and father are from Salerno. That's what's near Naples. Okay. My mother's side, my grandmother was from Calabria, and my grandfather was from Sicily. So I've got the mixture, but more south of Italy than up north.
Well, that's where the drama comes in, right? Your Sicilian side.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Italians, I always
that's the
talk
flair
with
for
my
the
hands,
dramatic, especially.
and I sing with my hands.
Yes.
And Italians are known to be great singers, and hopefully I'm one of those that I fit in there, you know. But it's a great heritage to have. It's wonderful.
How is it that you stay so relevant? What is your secret to success in terms of your mindset?
My mindset, I do what I've been doing for the longest time. I enjoy it. I think if you like or love what you're doing, it keeps you up. And I look forward to still playing days. I was just talking to Mark about, he lives in Pensacola. I'll be there the 23rd. I'll be in Houston the 21st. I'll play Vegas. I open the 14th of September, which is, of October, which is coming up. I play theaters. I just played New York, the PNC, had about 15,000 people out there. So I mean, I'm still active, but because I feel good. What's better than feeling good? You know, you don't feel good. I don't care what money you got whatever. It doesn't matter. You gotta feel good. And I think that's very important.
Excellent. Excellent. Lisa, we got time for maybe one more?
Yeah, well, I have a message from my mother that she wanted me to deliver to you. She wasn't allowed to go on her spring break. So she has a little animosity towards you. Just kidding. But she wasn't allowed to go on her spring breaks because my grandmother watched all the movies you did and thought that very inappropriate things were going to be happening. So she wanted me to let you know that.
Oh, really?
About, yes, the movies you did with the Nat Funicello. Yes.
You mean like Beach Party, Muscle Beach Party, Bikini Beach Party? Son of a, I didn't make that one. No, I made all those pictures with the Nat Funicello. I love that girl. Wow. Did we have a chemistry together? We just enjoyed one another. I mean, I got to tell you something. She was beautiful. She was sweet as can be. And in all the films, we made 7 films together. We did television specials. We hosted for NBC, this, that, whatever. Never had a disagreement. Always got along. Became so much of a friend. I'm godfather to her oldest daughter, Gina. And her husband, Jack Gilardi, is godfather to my oldest son, Frank. So we're family. Wow. Yeah.
What's the secret to my famous margarita pizza? Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, and cento.
People ask my wife, what's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and cento. Grandma passed on 2 family secrets. Saute, don't fry,
and always cook with cento.
It's no secret that the best tasting dishes use cento, San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy, with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento, trust your family with our family.
The Sons of Italy Foundation is the philanthropic arm of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. It was founded in 1959 with the purpose of preserving Italian-American culture, encouraging educational excellence among Italian Americans, and assisting in other areas such as veterans' causes and disaster relief. To date, the Sons of Italy Foundation has given tens of millions of dollars to these efforts. For more information on the foundation or to donate, contact us today.
I think the amazing thing too about being Italian, Bob, you will agree with this, is the olive complexion. And you, my friend Frankie, look so amazing. So I have to know, besides all the tomato sauce and olive oil and wine, what is your health secret?
You know, I got so interested when I was a young man in vitamins, but more so herbs. I've been really an advocate of herbs that are from the earth. And you know, 50% of all prescribed drugs that help all kinds of issues with the body are made up of herbs, and not just vitamins, herbs. So I got to go to a local place where I lived in North Hollywood. It was called Herb Products, believe it or not, easy. And I got to meet this guy, John, and we talked and talked, and he would have vats of different herbs that were condensed into powders and this and that. And I started taking herbs and got so involved with it that I started a company, Frankie Avalon's Health Makeover System. And I've been talking about it for years and years and years. And I'm going to show you what I do and I've been doing it first. There's a product that you see now on television. It's bombarded. It's called fruits and vegetables, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yep. I
was the first to start it. About 30 years ago, I presented Frankie Avalon's fruits and vegetables. Now I brought it back again because I see all this. I was the first guy, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. It's right here. 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. I got to tell you, you asked. 8 servings of fruits and vegetables in this one packaging here. What it is, all fresh, picked right from the farm. It's a cold freeze that condenses, takes all the water out, fruits and vegetables, and you get all the nutrients. And I've been saying this and telling people about this. I do this on Facebook. Tell people to go to frankieavalon.com. And they responded. I get more testimonials about my product here, what it's doing for them. People say, how do you have so much energy? How do you do this? This is what my secret. The secret is out, is what I do.
We can't let you get away with it with this prolific career, everything you've done. You're an entrepreneur, business. You've been doing things for so many years. You're still relevant. What's your feeling of your greatest success, an accomplishment that you've achieved that you're very most proud of?
Probably meeting my wife. And that's very honest.
It's a great answer.
I mean, without my wife, Kay, I'm telling you what a support she has been. And don't forget, 8 children in 10 years. Pregnant. Absolutely. And I got to tell you this, they are so well behaved, and as kids growing up, never problems at restaurants, and not only that, she was very important to me for my success financially, because like me and so many others in my business, when you start to come up, there's a lot of thieves out there. And boy, they were thieving me until I married her, and she came in and she looked at everything and cleaned house. So believe me, when I talk about my wife, I mean, I can go on and on and on. She is a saint.
How did you meet her, Frankie?
I met her, believe it or not, I was doing a film at 20th, The Voices of Out on the Sea. And I was very friendly with a reporter. And she was very successful. Rona Barrett was her name. I don't know if anybody remembers that name. She had a television show. She was very good. But she wasn't anything at the time. And I was living and shooting in California. And she was friendly with my wife, Kay. And one night she walked in with Rona, introduced me. And I had some of my friends. I was playing cards, and I got out of the card game and sat and talked with her for about a half hour. And when she left, this is the honest to God's truth, I went back to my card game and I said to my friends there, you see that girl? I'm going to marry that girl. That's how instant it was.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Frankie, you are a really special soul. I mean, in every sense of the word, you know, personally and career-wise. And this has been such an honor. Bob, I don't know what other closing remarks you have.
Lisa Marie, Bob, I want to thank you so much for having me talk with you guys and reminisce about parts of my life. And boy, I could go on for years, you know. in the stories that I've got working with John Wayne and doing 40 motion pictures and how I got to do Grease and all. I mean, we can go on forever and ever and ever.
We really could. I wish it was, a multi-part series we were doing, because we just scratched the surface with this.
Well, hopefully we'll do it again.
Definitely, Frankie. We would love to have you back. And just for our audience, the Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, we have donated tens of millions of dollars for our causes. And actually, you can go check out Frankie's website to his charitable endeavors as well, which we haven't scratched the surface of all the stuff that he's done. But if you are looking to be relevant in your communities, we have local lodges on a local level, a state level, and on the national level. And we'd love to have you join. It's a great organization doing good in your community with an Italian flair and being able to promote our Italian heritage.
Let me know. I'm yours.
All right, Frankie. Hopefully when you come to Jersey, me and Lisa are going to come. We're going to come find you. We're going to seek you out.
I was just there. I was at the PNC in Garden State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to follow you on social media. We're going to keep up with your concert dates. And the next time you're in our neck of the woods, we're paying you a visit for sure.
Well, thank you so much. Ci vediamo. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye, Frankie.
Ciao. Bye.
Thanks, Lisa. Bye, Lisa.
For more related topics in this series, please visit our YouTube channel, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.
For more information on Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America and how to join, please visit osdia.org. Please also follow us on social media. The Italian America show is sponsored by Full Sponsorship, Cento Fine Foods. Trust your family with our family. The Bianchi Law Group, a team of former prosecutors who handle criminal matters, domestic violence, and municipal court throughout the state of New Jersey. Dr. K, the management professor and author of Rockstar Manager, From Theory to Practice. The authors of the #1 international best-selling cookbook, Don't Cut the Basil, 5 Generations of Authentic Italian Recipes. Dr. Mark D'Annunzio, National 4th Vice President, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The Grand Lodge of New York. The Grand Lodge of Delaware. The Grand Lodge of Ohio. The Grand Lodge of Virginia. The Grand Lodge of Rhode Island. The Grand Lodge of Maryland. The Grand Lodge of the Northwest, representing Oregon and Washington. Long Shot Productions, get back in the game. ACMT, Excellence in Aerospace Manufacturing. And by Silver Spring Capital. Silver Spring Capital Wealth Management is a proud and longtime supporter of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.